What's up, my loves and fellow creatives? I hope you all are doing amazing today. I want to make a special request. First of all, let's make sure you can hear me. I want to make a special request for any of our Platinum VIP, which is our Craft to Quit, our Inner Circle, and Shopify Accelerator folks. I want you to designate yourself whenever you make a comment tonight, because we're on the YouTube side of things. Whenever you make a comment tonight, please designate yourself so that I can take your request. Now, the Craft to Quit, Inner Circle, and Shopify Accelerator will receive all the art that we generate tonight during our session on the back end of our academy. And then also you have the preference tonight. If you want to request artificial intelligence to help you create some artwork for any special projects that you have going on, because you are our Platinum VIP and above, you will be able to make those requests and have your request be priority. Now you have to be on the YouTube side of things, okay? Also, I want to ask you all to share this video to let other people know what's going on in the creative field and to help them as well. And also, it strengthens the channel, it strengthens the community. It allows me to do more of these lives for the free 99 because I know it's reaching people, okay? Oh, no audio? Do we still have no audio? You should be hearing me by now. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Okay, you can hear me. Okay, awesome. I was just trying to figure it out before I go deep. I get to talking and yapping and I won't stop. Okay, awesome. So anyone, if you're Craft to Quit, y'all know the drill. I want you to put a C2Q before your comment, okay? You can put a dash, then your comment, so I know that you're Craft to Quit. If you are Inner Circle, then you can put an IC, then your comment. And then if you are in the Shopify Accelerator program, you can do SA, because Shopify Accelerator, Inner Circle automatically get the Craft to Quit and additional resources. Okay. All right. Let's get going. Now, we just had a class where we did Wednesday class where you all did a design that incorporated some mermaid AI art, right? So now I want to see what projects you all have going on so I can help you use AI to complete those projects and put that artwork on the back end of the Craft to Quit program. Okay? So let's do this. Oh, Carolyn's your first time? Okay. Awesome. And then also, let me see who's in the building right now. Let me just check in on y'all. Carolyn, hey love, Solange, Janelle. Alive is Jay Neville. Are you related to Aaron Neville? Let's see. Coach Najla is in the building. Elizabeth, Dawn, so cute. Let's go. TM Young, TMP Customs. What's good? Valerie. Awesome. Teresa's here. Gwendolyn, hey love. Fonda's here. Hey love. Let's see, did I miss anyone? Adriana, how are you doing tonight? All right, Tracy, New York Reflections. Let's go. Okay, Tamika, I see you in the building. Awesome. All right, so go ahead and let me know right now. Go ahead and put rep your membership. Okay, now, if you are a member, then I do want you to designate that you are a member because we have VIP membership and we also have our standard membership. And if you're in the standard membership, just put member. That's fine too. I just will give preference as far as designing live to those that are in the Platinum VIP, because really we're taking over their time because this is supposed to be Zoom room time. We're having trouble with the Zoom room connecting with the YouTube. So I'm letting everything happen on YouTube right now. We're trying something out. All right. So we're trying it out on YouTube. So only the Craft to Quit will be able to make requests and to get the files tonight. Okay. So I don't want y'all saying, well, wait a minute, you said you all can make requests on the YouTube side of things, but preference to the request is going to be Craft to Quit. And then also who gets all of the files that I'm making tonight is Craft to Quit. Okay. All right. So let's get started. What are you all working on where you may require some AI art? Or just in general, what projects are you working on? Are you working on birthday parties? We did a mermaid theme because that's usually very popular over the summer party and event space, right? You might be doing girls trips. If you're doing girls trips, we can create some art for that. Just give me an idea. Or you could tell me, what is the last file that you bought on Etsy or that you bought with a stock photo, right? What is the last dollar that you spent on artwork? And I want to see if we can even create something better than what you purchased. Ooh, back to school. Okay, Craft to Quit. Y'all coming in hot. Back to school, Fonda, you got it. Let's go. So Fonda, with back to school, what specifically are you looking for? Okay, and I'm going to show you kind of a working process for this. So let me go ahead and pull on a browser window over here, and let's go Etsy, and then let's look up back to school. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I kind of want to see what you all have options for, what you're purchasing anyhow. Okay, so back to school, and let's do PNG. That's usually how we're finding the art files, either PNG or SVG. Okay. And I see some things here, but let's get a little more creative. I'm going to come over to Midjourney. Of course, you'll see some things we're working on. Okay, and let's go ahead and go over to all right, let's do that. All right, and those of you who are putting in the code to get the discount code, just keep in mind that the discount code is going to expire after the live. So now that we're doing things like this, we had people abuse the codes in the past. We took them completely away. We're reintroducing them in the sense that we can only use them during the live. So make sure that you're not sharing the code. Make sure that everybody who is getting the code is getting the appropriate way. And then that way, maybe we can keep these coupon codes going, okay? All right. So let's go ahead and I'm going to come on over to a room just to show you kind of what goes down in the Midjourney room. And here's the thing that I like to do too. We can go to Explore. And of course, there'll be some randomness here. Sometimes the randomness is so captivating, though. You can be here for hours. Trust me, hours upon hours. All right. And let's put in back to school and just kind of see some things that come up. So I see backpacks, little ones, watercolor style. I like that. And this is an idea that you can do too. Like if you see something that you like or a style that you like watercolor makes sense for me. I like that. You can actually take this particular image and find out the information about it and either use that information to create your own work. I don't suggest just taking somebody's thing completely and just downloading it. You can do that. That would not be my suggestion because the idea here is that, somebody else used their prompt and their brain power to create that. So it is supposed to be unethical for you to take and use other people's artwork that's generated on AI. Okay, just letting you know how the rules of the land go. And then also you have the prompt, so you can see exactly what a person's prompt was. You can copy that prompt ID. And really, you want to change it. You don't want to copy and paste exactly their prompts. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come over here to my little personal one because I don't like seeing all that mess there. And I'm going to show you how it works. So we're going to / imagine, if I can spell imagine, then space. Then I'm going to paste the prompt. So it was a back to school design, watercolor, sublimation design, white background. Okay. For removing background, I'm actually going to take that out and I'm going to put the word isolated. So isolated typically means in the stock image world that you don't have a background that you have to cut out. And it says t-shirt design, trendy. Let's put some other words in here. It says watercolor, but a back to school design. It's just going to be kind of generic here. And then we have some other settings that we could change as well. But if we just keep this here, let's say that we want to do, I did this before and I liked for it to have like books, and then you can do books. We can do pencils, Apple, rulers. And honestly, I really don't like when it puts rulers and stuff because a lot of times it doesn't have the real numbers on there and it looks like gibberish. All right, so let's try that out and let's see what works. We're going to have to give it some time to process. So while that's processing, I'm going to be looking over at the comments. So my craft to quit, I need y'all to tell me your discount code, should it? Oh, you know what it is? I forgot to activate the new one. Hold on, y'all. I set y'all up. Hold on just a second. So it's going to give you the one where it says the bad code. And that's what happens when you text after the live. So thank you all for testing the code for me. Let me go ahead and back here. I have to disable the one that happens after hours. All right. Draft that one. And then I have to enable or publish the new one. So y'all try that code again. It's the same code as Doc, and text it to that number and let me know if you get the coupon code, okay? Thank you for letting me know that, Tanya. I appreciate it. Okay. All right. So we see some things that popped up here. It gave me a t-shirt with a backpack on it. I'm not mad at any of these at all, except for the one with the t-shirt with the backpack on it. Sometimes it'll give you some artifacts that just don't make sense. Like it'll make up some stuff. Like, I don't know if these are supposed to be eyeglasses that are just kind of crumbled together. And this is where it makes sense to understand how Photoshop works by itself as well. Okay, perfect. Lena says it's working. Awesome. I'm going to make sure that I only have one active because I know sometimes it'll have multiple ones active. So these are my automations. So let me see. Let me check my automations and make sure they work, y'all. Oops. Hold on. All right. So let me refresh and make sure it's working. It'll let me know if y'all are in there. Doc, that's today. Yep, at least 6 people got in just now. So I know it works. So y'all let me know. And I'll check my conversations. Make sure y'all are getting it. Yep. Y'all don't look at that screen. I don't care. I do this so that you all learn that it's a system to this stuff and that this is how you can be creating and generating sales and generating buzz, interest, marketing for your products and that sort of thing. So I'm not too worried about the people who cheat their way through these things because those are my people. Y'all are my people. All right, so go ahead, text that number, get your discount code, make it work. This is the only time that you can use a discount code towards the AI class that we're doing. It's on 6/25, so it's less than 10 days away. So what happens is the class actually goes up after Sunday. Okay, it actually goes up after Sunday. So we had an early bird time frame. During these lives, y'all can get the coupon codes and use them. But even after this Sunday, if you don't enroll by Sunday, whatever seats are left, they go up. So you do not want to keep waiting. I'm doing the opposite. What I used to do is let y'all wait to the end, last minute, discount it, and then just let everybody in at the last minute. I have learned that that is very poor marketing. I've learned from my coach to reverse that and actually do an early bird discount, reward those who invest early. And I'm teaching y'all game right now. This is game that I paid a lot of money and spent a lot of time studying under people who do this for a living. Okay. So I'm giving y'all game right now, including the AI. So you do an early bird special. Then you have your regular price. And then finally, when it gets closer to the event, you actually increase the price because at that point in time, you only have a few seats left. There's scarcity in the room. There are people who waited to the last minute. You gave them every opportunity to get it at a lower price and the regular price. So at the very end, I am going to take the price up after Sunday. So that last 7 days will be at a higher price. Okay. So right now it's $97. You can use this 50% off code to get the AI class. Okay. So just make sure that you use the link that is inside of the text message. Okay. All right. All right. So let's get to business. All right. So I like the watercolor look here. I'm sure you can do something with that. However, let's say I want it to be more geared towards the kids themselves and not necessarily the products of that. And again, anything that I develop here, I will put into the I'll put into the craft to quit back end. So let's say I like, and you can let me know if y'all like a particular one. I have to tell you the numbering system. So the top left is number 1, the top right is number 2, the bottom left is number 3, and the bottom right is number 4. So in this program, you have to tell it which one that you want to upscale. And let's say, for instance, I want to upscale number 2. I can actually go to 2 and upscale. So that's what the U is for. V is because it's going to create different versions of that. U means that it's going to upscale it to a greater resolution image. Okay. So this is that image. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. But I think we can do cooler here. So let me go ahead and imagine something else right now. Okay. So I'm going to say, let's be specific. Let's say that this is a 9-year-old beautiful girl and she is skipping with a backpack on, smiling, curly hair, and whatever style that we might want to do, we can put that in. Like if we want a Pixar style character, so we can do in the style of Pixar. So it won't be so cartoony, or we can do another way. We can do in the style of a certain cartoon. Okay. And then I'm going to put white background just because I don't want to have to cut out a background. I always like to do my foregrounds different from my backgrounds anyway. Isolate it. And then another thing that I like to do is I like to tell it the aspect ratio. Isolate. I can't see, that thing is in my way. Move it, sir. Isolated. Okay. And so my aspect ratio, I have to put -- space. And for my subject image, I like it to be taller, more like a portrait, what 13 by 19 is. So I'm going to say that I want that to be 9 by 16. And then just let it create some magic. See what it comes up with. And sometimes it's best to be more generic and then narrow it from there. Okay. All right, all right. So Crafts to Quit, let me know if y'all have any more themes that y'all want. Y'all are getting to request free AI art tonight. And I'm giving you free game on how we're using that. So make sure that you share the video so that your friends get in on this AI art too. Because here's the deal. If you all start creating AI art, as a community on the Craft to Quit, we're doing it to where during this AI class, we are going to have 50 people because there are 50 seats. 50 people, and we will be generating 10 pieces of art for each. Everybody will generate their own 10 pieces of art. We're going to pool all of this if you want to participate. If you just think your AI art is just, you know what, I'm going to keep it secret. That's cool. That's on you. You just won't be able to get the pool if you're not. And if you didn't put in on it, you will not be able to pull out of it. Okay. All right. So that would be 500 pieces of AI art that's going to be relevant, because during the AI art challenge, that day that we're doing together, just one day, it's not 5 days, y'all. It's just one day. It's actually half a day. It's a 4-hour time slot that we have. I believe it's from 4 to 8. So for that day, we're going to create art that is relevant to what can sell right now. So imagine having 500 pieces of art in one day that we all generated that we know is going to help you sell. Okay. The only thing that you have to do, you have to make sure that you put it on printed products and that you don't sell anybody else's art, anybody else's digital works on Etsy as a digital file. Okay. Because that is the only way that we can trust one another to be able to share those type of files. Okay. Now, if you generated your own artwork, you didn't use any templates, you're welcome to sell that on Etsy. I actually encourage you to do that. So that's why we're having this class. So you can do that. But you cannot sell Innate Lab templates. I've seen people doing it. They're getting shut down and all of that good stuff. So just understand that we don't want to put you in that position, or we don't want you to be in that position, because we darn sure don't put you there. But we want you to know better, okay? And then if you take somebody else's AI art and then you go trying to sell it on Etsy, that's not ethical either. So what I want you to understand is that when we share these files, you may use them to print your final goods, and do not distribute them in any digital format, stickers, transfers, etc. Okay? You may only use them for final end products. Okay, so now that that's over with, the boring stuff, we are still waiting to start over here on this side. So let me check on y'all. A football player for football season. Okay, that's actually a good one. And I'm going to tell you the reason why it's good to have a football player for football season, because maybe you don't want to use a specific professional player because that is infringing, right? So, and then maybe you don't want to use somebody's local kid and you just have that kid like plastered out all over your stuff. And maybe mom or dad doesn't want to give you permission to do that. So if you create your own AI character, then people get the concept and the idea that it could be their kid, but it's not their kid. We did the same exact thing for our Shopify challenge with graduation. Remember, I gave you all probably about 12 or 14 different graduation avatars to use, different ethnicities, different genders, and so that you could switch it out based on that school demographic. So we can definitely we'll do that next, Janetta. Well, and Janetta, you got to put Craft to Quit up in love. So I know I could take your request. Okay. Put the C2Q before your request. And then that way I know we can grab it. All right, so let's see how our image came out here. Ooh, I'm liking it. And I didn't put any type of ethnicity in here. I just put curly hair. So now what I can do, if I wanted different ethnicities, I could take this one right here. Let's say U1. Or I'm sorry, U1 is to upscale this one. So I could upscale this one because I like this one. I'm going to upscale that one. Okay. And then the next thing that I'm going to do is I am going to create a version of this one. V means version. All right. So this one, I didn't specify the ethnicity. So I'm going to put beautiful African-American girl, Skippy. So same thing. I just put in African-American. That's it. And then I'm going to see if it comes up with something very similar in that style, but then it may change her skin tone or her hair texture or hair color, okay? So it's going to give me randomness, and sometimes that randomness is what I would be looking for. Sometimes it is not, okay? See how it's trying to darken her skin tone a little bit there, but it is still thinking there. So I'm going to let it continue thinking there. And if it doesn't generate like the direction that you want it to go by there, because when you hit the V, the version, it's really trying to stay close and tight to whatever you've already created, and just adjust it very little by the new description. So if it doesn't end up giving me what I want, then what I'll do is I'll actually take this same script here, I'll copy it, and then I'll just do a whole nother imagine. Excuse me, y'all. And watch how that same exact script is going to give me a totally different image here. Now, one thing you have to look out for, well, one of the things to look out for when we are working in AI is look at these fingers, make sure that they are correct, because sometimes they will give you some undesired effects and defects. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. Make sure you have 4 and 5. Okay, so her fingers are correct here. And I really like that image. I'm really digging that. So now I put in my description as standalone. I didn't do it as a version of the first one. And I think that we might even be able to tell from the first one to this one. It did give her more tan skin here. But it didn't necessarily do like I would have wanted it to do, which is to create another character with a different ethnicity. So in that case, I just did a whole nother one. And it still went with the Pixar style, so I do like it. I feel like this one is more representative of what I was looking for. Ooh, I really like that one. I like this one too. That's not the Pixar. It's more of a cartoon style. This one's pretty too. All right, and then you can put in different styles. You can say cartoon. You can say in the style of SpongeBob. You can you can get really creative with these prompts. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead. I think I'm gonna upscale 1 here. So let's upscale 1, and anything that I upscale ends up here, and I'll download for y'all later. Teresa, you're going to be happy because next week's class, we're doing a family tree for the family reunion. And yeah, if we get to that one tonight, as far as pulling the source image, I don't know if y'all know this, but excuse me, pulling the template together usually takes some hours. Y'all can edit it in 5 minutes, but it don't take 5 minutes to make it. So I have that as our next week's class. All right. Oh, you want to learn patterns? Okay. Oh, pattern example. Oh, you're talking about for the craft quick. Got you. Okay. I was gonna say you can make tileable pattern prints in AI as well. All right. So let me just make sure I know what y'all need. Football player, cheerleaders. Okay. And family reunion. Let's go. Let's do some football players. So let's do a / and I'm going to go imagine first. And then we're going to put American football player because football is also considered soccer. What I like to do for their uniforms and jerseys is I like to get specific with color. So, Janetta, is there a specific school where you are that is very popular or that has like a lot of student athletes that ends up in the newspaper a lot? And if you don't know how to look for that, let me know and I can do a little research for you right now. If you just at least tell me the city and state where you are. Okay. All right. Hey, Ava. All right, so I know there's a little delay on here, so I'm going to go ahead and type in something. But again, when you tell me a school, then I might be able to do better research for you. So American football player, I'm going to put action shot. Now this one, I want to look like a photo. So I'm actually going to put photo of as my first words. Okay, Lobos. What is Lobos? Is a school or let's see. Lobos. I'm sure it's not the award-winning tequila. Is that a school or? Okay, Longview High School. Got you. Okay. All right, let's look up Longview High School. And that is that in Lobos? I'm guessing Lobos was probably the city. Okay. So it looks like that might be green and yellow or green and gold. Let me know if that's correct. I can go to images just to get some ideas here. Okay. That looks right there. So I'm going to say green and gold. Okay. I'm going to tell it, uh-oh, something went away. Did it just remove my whole prompt I was working on? Okay, imagine. And then we're going to go photo of American football player. And then we're going to do in action, running. Okay. And then we'll tell it that we want a green and yellow. I'm going to say yellow because sometimes it doesn't understand yellow and gold difference. So green and yellow uniform. And then I'm not going to be picky about the background on this one because I just want to see what it comes up with. If it comes up with something good, I could tell it I want an isolated background. If it comes up with something like watercolor that I want to use or something, oh yeah, I put photo of, so I should get a photo of this one. So I'm just leaving it alone, see what it develops, and then I can develop from there. All right, and while that is going, I'm going to get started on the next prompt. All right. Okay, see how it's giving me green and yellow there? And it's giving me football players, so I don't have to worry about infringing on the photographer that for the local high school. I don't have to worry about infringing on a particular kid that maybe the parent feels like I'm trying to get clout off of their kid. Like literally, I can still appeal to this very school, to that very kid, to that very mom without using an image that could be setting someone else off. Okay, so that is why I'm saying let's not be afraid of AI. Let's learn how to use it. It is our friend. It is our creative friend. And this also will help us to get ideas of composition and all kind of things. Okay. So, ooh, I'm liking the HD look too. And the reason why I wanted the action is because I wanted to feel like someone was running at us. So I really like all of these. One, two, and I'm just making sure I'm looking at hands and stuff because sometimes the hands will be a little bit off. But I think all of these look pretty good. I'm making sure the posture is good because sometimes like with this leg crossing, it'll have like a bit backwards knee or something. You don't want no bit backwards knee on your image. But I definitely see some goodness here. All right, all right. Yes, we can do the mascot. Janetta, what's the mascot? Let me look that up. It's a wolf. Okay, let's do a wolf mascot. Okay, so now we have the football player. I'm gonna upscale. I like all of these. I'm gonna upscale all of those for you. Okay. You'll have them. And then what I normally do is I do remove BG just to cut the background out. Keep it real simple. And what I will do for you all when I do it, I do them batch. So I remove all the backgrounds at one time through this little app right here. The Remove BG app is on the computer. All right, so let's see what else we got. The wolves. So I'm going to type in here / imagine. And I know they have a logo, but maybe I want my own kind of, more realistic or more dynamic logo. So I'm going to go imagine. I'm going to go wolf mascot logo. And then I could tell it whether I want it photorealistic. Photorealistic is one of the terms. Or if I want it to be flat and two-dimensional or vector. So let's go photorealistic. And then I'll also show you we can go vector with it as well. Okay. So it won't give me a vector, but it will do it in a vector style. I'm going to say that it is, I'm going to say hunter green and yellow. Now I'm going to say, because it's a mascot, I'm going to say isolated and white background. Okay. And this one, a logo, I like my logos to be generated more in a square. So I'm just going to let it go because it by default, it kind of puts it in the square. Okay. All right. Let's see what that comes up with. In the meantime, I think the next thing we were working on was a family reunion. Okay. So for that one, I'm going to go imagine. I hope y'all are taking this in. I hope y'all are learning and having fun and using this as your opportunity, my craft to quit. Because normally y'all be quiet on me. That's why it didn't even matter we went in the Zoom room tonight. Y'all be quiet on me. And then I have to make ways to make y'all talk. But y'all real talkative up in here when we creating this art. So I love it. Okay, so we're gonna let that go. What did I say I was doing? I'm going to do a imagine the silhouette of a tree with roots, and I'm going to say with deep roots. So I'm going to go silhouette of a small tree with deep roots, a sunset background, and I'm going to say that I want this to be vector. Screen print is another word that I'm going to use because I want this to be screen printable, because if you're doing family reunion shirts, trust and believe, they want them cheap, the cheapest shirts they can get. Tell me if I'm lying. Sometimes they will do photo shirts. I actually convinced our family to do sublimation shirts for the past 3 or 4 family reunions because I was able to show them a design where we had like the actual photos of our family, or we had like the cityscape of Atlanta embedded into the words Atlanta. I always show off with sublimation. So if you could show off with sublimation, I guarantee you can get people to want white shirts. Do y'all see this logo I just made? Now, I told it photorealistic. It did not do photorealistic, but I think it's also because I put the word logo in there, that logo and photorealistic probably had an issue together. But do y'all see that? All right. So I'm going to upscale. Let's see, which one do I like better? I kind of like all of these, but I like the first one better as far as a logo. And the second one, I think, is very appealing as well. So I'm going to do 1 and 2 because the 3 and the 4 are very similar to 1 and 2. But I think 1 and 2 are our best. So I'm going to upscale 1 and upscale 2. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Let's see. Baby Giant services, which are we using? I'm just doing live demonstration right now, kind of giving a mini taste of what we're going to be doing in our AI class. New York Reflections. I do remember seeing cheerleading, but just make sure when you put your comment, put the C to Q before it, and then put the comment. But these things keep moving. So if I skipped you, it is not my intention. Please don't take it personal. Matter of fact, I learned something in life. I still work on it. It's a part of the 4 agreements, if you ever get a chance to read that. And one of my major professors and mentors when I was in engineering, and it's only a handful of Black female engineers in the PhD space, a very, very small handful. As a matter of fact, I think it's less than 1% of the professors in engineering that are tenured are Black women. So she was mentoring me, and she was telling me something. I used to take everything like somebody was doing something. Not saying that you're doing that. I'm just giving you some advice that was given to me. And she said, never take anything personal. Even if somebody was directly to tell you, you ugly, fat, stink thingamajigger or whatever, like, whoa, if I'm not those things, or if I don't let those things define me, then it should not affect me, because I want to understand what you're going through in order for you to lash out in that manner. So I am not going to take it personal. I'm actually going to have a stance of not taking this against me and actually excusing you in that moment. Now that is very, very hard, especially being that where most of us come from, ain't none of that sliding, right? But I'm just saying that to say that, especially in business, and I'm saying this because a lot of us need this message right now. In business, do not take anything personal, not one thing. Because even if you think something's personal and you act on that, you could actually get the exact opposite response that you want. Or you could rub one of your customers the wrong way. Or you could actually create a rigid relationship when it wasn't that before. So just given that, and also you welcome that kind of energy. So if you feel sad about something and you put that out there, it actually makes that situation sad then. Okay. So in reaction to that, I would say, instead of being sad about it, let's say, oh yes, I believe I was second, can you go ahead and do mine? I may have skipped it, right? But let's not be negative about it. Okay. All right, so it just is what it is. It's information. It's things floating and passing off this screen, and I'm human too. So you don't want to make the person feel bad that's supposed to be helping you either, because that doesn't feel good for me either. Okay. Amen. Amen. All right, so silhouette of a small tree with deep roots, sunset background vector, screen print. I'm gonna put screen print design. I'm not going to put t-shirt because sometimes when you put t-shirt in the prompt, it actually makes it into a t-shirt. Like it puts a t-shirt on there, and I hate that when it does that. I am going to put isolated, and I'm going to put white background. All right, we'll let that cook. All right, so next I will do, for cheerleading, what do you want? Do you want like a photo of a cheerleader, or do you want like, let's say for instance, let's just be general. I'm going to show you that sometimes you can be very, very general and it'll come up with stuff for you. Okay, so if I can spell imagine properly, let's just put cheerleader. Let's be real generic, real generic. If I can spell cheerleader too. There we go. All right, and see how it's actually generating as we are watching here? It'll make something right here. Okay, so I'm putting in cheerleader and giving it a moment to bring something up. All right, and it looks like it's giving me a zoomed in shot. So if I want more zoomed out, or I want more of a portrait style, then I'm automatically going to say, and I could be specific too. Is there a certain ethnicity of the cheerleader? Do you want her to have braids? Do you want her to have curly hair? Do you want her to have long flowing straight hair? You can put all of those things into the prompt and we'll take that into consideration. Oh, I think I like 1, 2. I like 2. And I think I like 3. What are y'all thinking for this family reunion one? And these are just ideas. You still have to go in there and actually like clean stuff up. It's not ready to go like, like you might think it's magic. It's a little magical, but it's also a lot of work. I like the roots. Look more screen printable in this one. I think I like 2 best. But I like the roots here in the center, and you can combine them. So I could take 2 and 3 and I can combine them. So Jamie G says 2. Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking 2 as well. I kind of like how clean those roots are. But these have pretty clean roots, too. We're going to go with 2. All right, so go with 2. Boom, boom. We're going to upscale 2. All right. Oh, Crafts Quit. Y'all making sure y'all put your designation on this while I take your advice. I love it. All right, so all right, so New York Reflections. Again, I know this is you because we just had this conversation, but put your C2Q on there for even with the subsequent messages, so I know. Let's see. Yep. We would have to, you see how we would have to clean some of that stuff up. We would have to vector this. Probably even, I like the sun. I like how the sun does in the background, but we may have to clean that up and do a little something different there. But it's a good starting point. Okay. All right. And we're going to do our cheerleader prompt now because this one, it gave me more of an illustration style. Okay. Now, if I want it to look like a photo, then what I'm going to do is imagine photo of. If I put photo of first, it kind of makes sure, or it doesn't make sure nothing is certain in this AI world. So we'll put photo of a beautiful Beautiful and black, because you want natural hair, beautiful black cheerleader in action. And if you want to be specific, you can say jumping or, whatever specific moves they do. I don't know the names of the moves, but I'm sure you could call them out. We'll say in action just to be generic. Let's do, if we put teenage, we could actually put in a age here. So we can say age 16. And let's do natural. Oh, you just say black. So we're going to do natural. Instead of saying natural hair, I like to say curly hair or long flowing hair because sometimes it may not get the whole natural thing. Actually, I think it does by now because AI is getting smarter. The more we use it, the more it understands. So now natural hair actually does give me better results. Let's see, navy blue and white uniform. So navy blue and white uniform. And then this one, the aspect ratio, I'm going to do AR and I'm going to do 9:16. So it can give me, hopefully if it gives me an action shot, it gives me more of her body. All right, and I see y'all over here using up this coupon code. And Darshia, you put the wrong number in there, baby. You gotta put doc on there, DOC, and then it'll automate for you. I'm just checking on anybody that I can see that y'all trying to get the code, but maybe you did something a little off. And Teresa, you can try doc again. I disabled the old one and put the new one in. Carolyn, same thing for you. If you want, so this code is not just for the AI class. You can use it on anything in the academy. You can use it on the split template, the Automizer, anything you think of. Okay. All right, let's see what we got here. I like the images. I actually really love the images. However, I feel like it's a little too close up. So now what I'm going to do is take this same prompt here. And I'm going to go imagine here. And then I'm going to tell it I want full body. And also maybe her jumping. Okay, so then that way, hopefully it gives me more of the outside of the image. Yeah, jumping high split would absolutely. So we'll try that. I just put jumping, but yes, definitely jumping high split, something that gives it like an exact action. It may even be able to pull those actions. So let's see what this one does. I already see that it's giving me more of the full body as it's generating, but we'll just let that cook, let it cook. All right, and while I'm letting that cook, let's see, I want to see, was there anybody else? that is Craft to Quit and had a suggestion for tonight. Hey, Anthony, it's been a long time, love. I actually think I need your help on something. All right. All right, so y'all over there getting your coupon code on good. Ooh, I do feel like we got a better. Is she wearing the pom-pom as a skirt? I feel like we're getting somewhere better. However, this uniform is not giving me what I need. Let me see. So let me just ask specifically maybe for a pleated skirt uniform. And then I'm going to copy this because I don't want it to start. Because what happens is if I just edit it a little bit, it'll still use this tutu style. I'm pretty sure of that. So I'm going to do all over again. Imagine. And then she's full body jumping, age 16. And for her uniform, navy blue and white uniform. And I'm going to say that she has a pleated skirt. Because I don't like that tutu. I don't think that's going to go. All right, Jamie Jean says a raptor playing basketball. Let's go. Okay. All right, so while we're waiting on that, I'm going to imagine a raptor playing basketball. Now, before I tell it logo, I want to see what happens if I just say a raptor playing basketball. What are the colors going to be, even if it's made up? I like to use colors like blue and green because they're easy to isolate away from flesh tones. They are still trying to make me get this little tulle skirt. Yeah, I can see it developing here. Hopefully it changes it. Because sometimes you can't tell what it's going to do. You think you know what it's going to do, and then it spits something else out. Okay. And I'm going to show you another trick in a little bit, too. Let's just do raptor playing basketball. Let's just do raptor playing basketball and see how creative it gets. And I can change the creativity level. I'm just showing y'all basic, like with the settings that I already have set up, just generating some stuff. So we are going to, in the AI class, we're going to get into changing some of the settings and doing some other really fancy stuff there. Again, like I said, you can go here to the search and then you can type in cheer leader. See what it gives you. And let's say, I don't know why it likes to put pom-poms as a skirt. Are cheerleaders wearing pom-poms as a skirt now? Now, what's funny is the illustrations have regular skirts, but the photos, it's giving me some little, it keeps giving me pom-poms as skirts, but the illustrations are giving me regular cheer skirts. All right. I see you, Midjourney. I see you trying, baby, but those skirts are not making me happy. I'll tell you what I can do. I can bring it into Photoshop and tell it to turn it into a different type of a skirt. And that's what we're learning in the AI class as well. I'm gonna I'll put cheerleader split jump. They keep trying to give her a tulle skirt. I don't understand what's going on with that. And why does she look like the bride of Chucky? Like she's finna do something to me right there. Let me scroll past that one right quick. Cheerleader. I'm just gonna put jumping. Okay. Ooh, I like this illustration style here. You see this style? This isn't this definitely isn't a photo, but when you like an illustration style, actually let me see what the prompt is for that one. Mm-hmm. Cheerleader, Hispanic, ethnic, white background, ultra realistic. So they use ultra realistic, but it actually gave more of a illustration. And do you see her fingers there? 1, 2, 3 fingers. So basically in Photoshop, I would have to create another finger there. Oh shoot. I forgot when I click out of that, that's what it does. So here we can get some different styles and we can actually use these as basis for creating a whole nother piece of art, but maybe just going with, this looks like a LOL doll in the style of an LOL doll. And we can get, when I tell you we're going to get down and dirty in this AI class, we're going to get into a lot of details. This class is just supposed to be, for an hour of me showing y'all stuff, seeing what it is that you want to learn. And we've already been on here for an hour. So let me go ahead and get this cheerleader one done. And then I did start on another one. Ooh, look at the Raptor playing basketball. It's not a logo, but isn't that cool? Can't you see that on a shirt? Come on now. This is too cool. Jamie G, let me know. You said purple and lime green. Okay, so now I can go to regenerate this. And then I could tell it purple and lime green uniform. And this one I'm going to see if I can change the aspect ratio. Aspect ratio is going to be 9 by 16, so I can get more of the T-Rex or the Raptor. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's see what it does. Okay. And then that'll be the last one for tonight. We'll get the cheer one done, and I'll have all these available on the back end of the craft to quit. So we have to cut this one short. So hopefully you all use that code or grab that code, because once we end this live, that code will be no bueno, no good. Okay. Let me see. It might be making him actually purple and green now. Let's see. We're going to give it a chance. Okay. Cheer jumps. Okay. Cheer jumps might be good. My problem is I'm getting some decent images, for me. It's the skirt. It is the skirt that's bothering me. And it's also cutting off her arms. And probably because Midjourney does not like to show hands and arms and stuff. So it does kind of, hide that quite a bit. Let's see. Let's try this one more again. This is still developing over here. Well, he got a tight old suit on, don't he? I'm just watching it develop. This is too cool, y'all. Too cool. Now, I like the 3D presentation of it, but I'm going to do one more. And I'm not going to do an aspect ratio on this. I'm going to put the word logo in it, and you'll see that usually when you put the word logo, it does automatically kind of give you a more vector image to it. Why can I spell imagine, y'all? Like every time I spell imagine wrong. You think I have enough experience doing it now? I'm going to say vector logo and see what it comes up with here too. Okay. Let's go with our cheer. And I'm going to let it do whatever uniform it does. And then I was not planning to make time for this. I may bring it over to Photoshop and see if I can change the skirt if I need to. So let's go. Imagine. And I'm going to say cheer jump instead of just jumping. And the thing is, most of the time, if you're doing like photo shirts and stuff, you're probably going to get more of a pose. So you may want to look up posing instead of jumping. But let's do posing this time instead of jumping and see what we come up with. Because if it keeps giving us messed up hands and stuff, we're not going to like that either. Look at that logo, Jamie Jean. That thing came out nice. Look at that. With these little hands, little arms with those muscles on them. Let's go. Cool stuff. All right. So I will 1, 2, 3. I'll upscale. Let's see if it's something I don't need to upscale. I won't upscale this one because his feet look a little janky right there. But I can upscale 1, 2, and 4. Okay. Upscale 1, upscale 2, and upscale 4. So you'll have those. And then let's go up here. Any of these photorealistic ones you want to upscale 1, 2, 3, or 4. Honestly, only one I feel like is kind of cool is 1 right here, like because it has a little action. He has on his little uniform. The other ones just feel like might be in a Ninja Turtle movie or something. And why does he have 2 basketballs? So what are you gonna do with 2 basketballs? Sit down somewhere. We're gonna do upscale 1 right here. Yep, we're on the same page, Jamie. We right here. Okay, and then for this one, you could I really liked this one because it kind of, and I don't know if that's necessary. That's more of a T-Rex than a raptor, huh? Because I think that, I guess you can get them kind of confused. But I did like the action and the detail in that one too. But it just lets you know that you can really create some really cool stuff. It's really cool stuff. Okay. That thing is so cool. All right. Next, let's go ahead and do photo. Oh, photo of beautiful black cheerleader posing, age 16, curly hair, navy blue and white uniform. And I'm going to put smiling. Sometimes when you do smiling, though, it messes up the teeth. When Midjourney first came out, like all the teeth were jacked up. Well, nothing you can do to get no straight teeth, just like it was nothing you can do to get some hands that look like, our standard hands. Okay. But it's getting better. So I'm going to see what we come up with on that. And then what I'm going to do, one of our cheer images, did it come out decent with just a tutu skirt? Because if that's all it was, no, it's cut off her hands too. Because I like this image here, but it is cutting off her hands. So that would not be good for. And then this one gave a good hand right here, but that one right there is like really, I think it has an extra finger and it's really blurred out. Okay. And one thing I really like is this image right here. This, what is 1, 2? This is number 3. I like the pose look there. I think that's beautiful. I like number 2 pose. That looks like it's kind of in action. Look, they keep giving them pom-poms and skirts. Midjourney, I need you to fix that. And I could say like no pom-poms and tell it the word dash dash no. And I think it works sometimes, but sometimes it just gets it ignores you. Ooh, I like these images. I really like number 3. I think it gives us good face. This one, we're missing hands and stuff. Is going to give us a hard time on that one. So let me go with upscaling 1, 2, 3. And then what I'm going to do is bring it over to Photoshop. Here's the other thing. Let me show y'all something. Let's do cheerleader, do cheer jump. Now I'm going to give it something to reference. I'm not supposed to be on here past 9 o'clock, y'all. Y'all, this is how we get caught up all night in AI. I'm just telling you that this is the thing. Normally, y'all getting in trouble for just staying on YouTube with me randomly. Now y'all gonna get in trouble for staying on YouTube with me long randomly. And after we get off of YouTube, you're gonna be trying this stuff and it's gonna keep you up all night. So just know that I warned you, okay? So I'm looking at some of these stock photos and some of them are pretty okay. Let's see, I want to find ones like, let's say that's a typical pose, right? Maybe I don't like the cheerleader herself, but I like the pose. Let's see. And this is also going to be a crappy image here. So I am going to copy the image and I am going to paste it here. I like to copy it again, copy the message link, and I'm going to say imagine. Oh, actually, I'm going to take the same prompt of the cheer jumping. Let me go back to when we had jumping. And I'm going to give it that 9:16 aspect ratio. All right. And here we go. And oh shoot, I copied that. Now I gotta copy this again. I'm gonna reference that one. See what it does. Oh shoot, it doesn't. Upload a file. Upload it. Let me see if I have to upload it. Yeah, I think so. Let me download it first and then upload it. I copy. Let me see if I open it in a new tab. Open in browser. That's what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to get the link from there, not from here. All right, sir, I understand. And then let's see if I grab the prompt here. Okay, let's see if it reads that. Okay. What else? This is it for tonight. Hopefully I get something from that. If not, then what I was going to do is take this one here, open it in browser, right click, and I'm going to save this image into our craft to quit folder here. Right, and I'm going to see about bringing it into Photoshop. And I'm going to zoom out a little bit here. Go ahead and go to image, do our canvas size. And before I do my canvas size, I'm going to break this away from the background by double clicking on it. And then let's do image size. And let's just say we're going to make it 30 by 30. Not the image size, the canvas size. My bad, y'all. I meant to say canvas size. And it's tripping right now. This is the beta version of Photoshop. So I do want to let you know that it is basically in review and research. So you may end up with some issues. Just let it, take your time with it and learn with it as it is learning. All right, so image, not image size. I want to go to canvas size. And then let's make that 3000 by 3000. And then because this is the top of her head, I'm actually going to mount it to here. All right. Now let's just see what it comes up with. If I go here to here, and I'm going to go select, I have to select the inverse because I want it to create on the outside, but I need it to use some of the information from the inside. I'm just going to go generative fill, let it generate and see what it comes up with, and just let it do its thing. All right, and meanwhile, while that's cooking, this is why I be burning stuff in the kitchen, because I be like, while that's cooking, my daddy used to make me stay in the kitchen and literally stand right there by whatever I was cooking, whatever pot, because I would go off. This happens to me when I do sublimation too. If I pull that heat press down, I'm looking for something to do for 60 seconds. And I just think I'm going to magically remember to come back over here and not burn this thing. So So yeah, I can cook when I cook with love, and that's all that I'm paying attention to. But if you try to get me multitasking, it is not a pretty sight. I'm not gonna say I can't do it because I don't like using the word can't. However, okay, okay, I can kind of see this now. There were a little red in there because it was red in the other image. Why does it keep giving this girl freaking pom poms for a skirt? All right, so this is what we're going to do. But I do like these images better. She got a really long thumb right there. I don't even know if that is a thumb. I don't know what that is. Let me see. Those hands are a little jacked, but and it's like the pom-poms are all sparse, but then you want to put full pom-poms on the skirt. Just sit down somewhere. All right, let's say I was going to go with, are there any of these that you want to see upscaled? New York Reflections, 1, 2, 3, or 4? And I'll give you a little time to think about that. It is trying us with these pom-poms and skirt. I guess it's trying to be the new trend. Y'all can say I found that trend out first. Okay. Do you see how it just generated? Now it's not a cheer uniform, but it did a pretty decent deal of like expanding this image so that we have more to fade off if we wanted to. So now I could see, like, what did it make? It gave her, okay, like a little bag and some cool kind of artsy pants. I don't know what it was thinking right there. But yeah, it doesn't mess with them hands though. Y'all see them hands looking a hot mess. But I could go for this one and then I could crop it in and use that basically as do the remove BG and just use that as a portrait, right? Especially if you're doing a design that has text that goes across the front, I think that would be a nice portrait. So what I would do for this one is I would go ahead and I'm going to quick export this as a PNG because I don't want to save it with all this data in here. Ooh, what am I doing? Export quick PNG. And then I'm going to put it in your craft to quit folder as cheerleader 2. All right, so you'll have that. And let's see. So you said 2 was okay. Let's go back to 2, and then that'll be the last thing we do. 2 of them sparse little pom-poms. Let's upscale 2. And then what I was going to show you is that, like, if you don't like something about the outfit, we can ask Photoshop to do something with it there. So let's go to this image and open in browser. And they're going to give her ruffles. What do you call that? The underskirt from back in the day. What do they call that? I forget it. But they know good and well that ain't nobody wearing these no more. All right, but what we're going to do, we're going to use it for what we can right now. And see how we cut off the hands there? I'm really not liking that. Not the tool. It was, it's something, it's a technical name. I learned it when I was in fashion design school, and then I forgot it when I learned engineering. See how that works. Let me go ahead and save this image so y'all will get that one too. And let's see if we can fix it up, okay? All right, so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to get out of this one. No, I'm not going to save that. I'm going to open this one. Same thing, I'm going to give it a little more space to the top and bottom. Double click on this layer so that I can change the layer name and it won't be a part of the background anymore. I'm going to go image, canvas size here, and I'm just going to make the canvas size larger. So I'm just kind of doubling the canvas size here just so I have something to work with. All right, so now I'm going to just select right here and here. Hold on. Let me make sure I'm on my edition mode. And then I'm going to put the word pom-poms. I'm going to put navy blue pom-poms. pom-poms here. And then I'm going to see what it comes up with. Yeah, the petticoat. Yep, you're right. They gave her them ruffles that used to be on our little toddler socks for the church dress back in the day. Y'all know what I'm talking about? What? It did not do anything. Unless I was just talking. Nothing changed. Let me just let it generate and see what happens there. Oh, the can. Yep. Now they gave her them ruffles. Oh, it tried to generate her hands. This thing looked like grab my good hand. Y'all must be tired. Grab my strong hand. What? Listen, y'all gotta get to playing with this AI. If you're looking for a laugh, ma'am, why are you holding random trees? What happened? Yeah, so Photoshop is still working on this. Okay. Let's go back. Reverse. Let me just put pom-poms and see if that works. I don't know, child. Wasn't feeling that. Now here, I would rather just Photoshop some pom. If it's not gonna give me pom-poms, I would rather go get some pom-poms. Okay, pom-poms. You didn't do them the color that I wanted. Okay, blue pom-poms. Okay, red pom-poms. And you had them little twisted up fingers. Let's go. I can rock with that. But you said it was navy blue and white. So there's navy blue. It put a little cuff on her arm right there. I don't know where she's getting that little cuff from. I'll tell you what, sir. And then I can't tell if that's a wig. That don't look like a. Let me get off this thing before I wake everybody up laughing so hard. Okay, I can see that being a pom-pom. And then it's purple. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to go back. I'm going to go back before I even lassoed. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to select just this area. Okay, she had the little cuffs on there, so it wasn't that. All right, so I'm going to select that whole area right there. And then I'm going to say pom-poms. I'm going to say navy pom-poms. Oh, Lord. Let's see what we come up with. So, TR Taylor, this is not in the regular Photoshop. You have to go to your Creative Cloud, and there is a beta version of Photoshop. That's just what you're going to do, ma'am? You just going to not like it. What in the world? What? Yeah, Photoshop, this is beta, so this is still in the works. Let me see here. Did you just give this girl Captain Hook hands? I can regenerate. I can hit generate again. See if it gives me something different this next time. This is like the equivalent of when you tell somebody like you don't care, like when they be like, "What do you want to eat?" I don't care, girl. Just give me anything. Yes, I care. I care. I do. Oh, okay. They made arms extra long. Why do they want her to have on these Michael Jackson gloves? All right, listen, y'all. This one. I am going to try this one more time. All right, so I'm going to be very specific that I want it to be a circular thing right here, and that's what I want you to fill up. That is it. That is all. One more time. Genital fill. Navy. It did give me navy pom-poms, though. It stuck with the navy. Did y'all see that? It's trying, not pompos, but poms. This ain't had balloons. It had 3D pom poms made out of plastic, 3D printed. I see that it put the pom poms like from the back of the socks onto the pom poms to the pom poms. I get it. I get it. That's better. Thank goodness. Whoa. I think we finally got some pom poms we can use here, y'all. And they look like flowers, but we gonna rock with it, okay? Because anybody else know what we've been through tonight. All right, now, so we can keep that one. I'm feeling like this skirt, and just imagine it didn't do anything wrong. It didn't do anything degenerative to it, so it didn't ruin anything. It's just there. All right, and I think me drawing the perfect circles made it realize that it wanted something perfectly circled in there too. All right, so we learning together tonight. All right, and this thing is like it's always toss up. So I am going to take this skirt and see if it can give me another option than the dress that I have in my 4-year-old church photos, my JCPenney church photos, with the socks that match. It had the ruffles, or you fold the sock down, it had the ruffles on the end, and it had the ruffles on the inside of the dress, poking out. Yeah, I wore those till I was about 11, and my granny told me to stop wearing it. All right, so let's see what we get here. We're just gonna hit generative fill, hit generate. We're not gonna tell it anything. We're just gonna see what it makes. Okay. A-line skirt could be good. We could put an A-line skirt because A-line skirt typically means that it flares out, but it's smooth. Child, what in the jean jacket combination? Actually, I kind of like this because I used to make denim stuff. That's how I got started in fashion. I used to make denim creations, paint sneakers, and make jersey dresses and jersey crop tops and stuff with rhinestones on them. So let's see what else it gave us. Interesting. Okay, well, at least that's simple. That was simple. Which one you want to go with, New York Reflection? See, AI tried to be difficult with me today because I forgot about you in the comments. So now it's paying me back and making me do all this extra work. So we can get a non-pom-pom, non-tutu, non-ruffled skirt tonight. Last one. All right, let's go. However, I will say that this literally came from nothing but a handful of words. So can we really be that disappointed? If we tried to build this right now, we try to go get a picture of somebody jumping, go grab some pom-poms, make them blue because they probably want to be some other color, make a skirt, make sure that the skirt was warped and put in position directly on her leg so it looked like she was wearing it. Would that be so easy? It wouldn't. So we do have to appreciate the technology for what the technology is doing, learn how to work with it, and really learn how to learn with it. Okay. All right. So before I forget it, let me go ahead and save this one. And before I do that, I'm going to crop it down a little bit so we don't have all this extra space out here. Boom, boom. All right. Bring it in here too. All right. Now this one, you have to cut the background out. I just use Remove BG, but you can use Photoshop as well. Oh, Lord. We did it, y'all. Let me go ahead and hit export. Quick export is PNG. And I'm going to put this one as share 3. So now you have a portrait. And guess what? You can use the portrait version. It's not the same person. And I'm going to be showing y'all when we do the AI class, I'm going to be showing you how you can use the same person's face and maybe different poses. And it doesn't do exactly that, but it can use an image to reference in order to create those different creations so that you are getting very close to what that original image was. Okay. And like I said, we're going to have some fun with this. And that one I will not be doing on YouTube, y'all. That's going to be us getting down with the getting down inside the class. So unfortunately, I'm giving y'all a lot on YouTube, but I can't keep giving YouTube everything, okay? YouTube does not pay me enough at all. Like it'd be $100 check, y'all, because that's just what it is. But it is $100, so I'm not being ungrateful. But it definitely isn't worth putting everything on my YouTube page. All right, so I don't even need to save this at all. We got our PNG version of it. We are good tonight. Hopefully you used your code. Hopefully you got something out of this experience tonight. On Thursdays is usually going to be the days that I can come on and give you all some coaching or bring on a guest coach. So I like to see where you are needing help, where you are wanting to explore and to go further. Sometimes you don't even know you need help with stuff like the marketing and getting your customers and having lead magnets, all that stuff that maybe you don't know that you don't know, but I know that you need to know it because it was stuff that I didn't know, and it had me suffer. So anytime I see things and I'm learning things and I'm paying to be in rooms and get this information, I promise you all I am doing my absolute best to make sure that you get the information and you're able to apply it way faster than I did. Y'all should be able to get to where I am and surpass me faster than I even did. Okay. I'm actually looking forward to that story when I can tell, hey, my student made 7 figures this year and it only took her 9 months to get there. Like I want to tell all of those stories. Okay. Don't get me twisted with the people who want you to be underneath them and never doing better than them and want to gatekeep and all of that. I promise you that's not me. However, when you eat up my time and you want to be in my face, I will charge accordingly. Okay. And I hope that you do the same. Now, listen, I got to let y'all go. So I appreciate you and I love you dearly. And until next time, bye. Check out later.